Hey YouTubers! Well, I got an awesome video for you guys today. So I happened to run across a company just by chance. The name of the company called HERC Outdoors, H-E-R-C Outdoors. And what they sell is a bunch of different products that connect to these portable propane heaters. And so as you can see here, I've got one of their brackets in their stove kit. Basically, it's just a stainless steel bracket that hooks onto the heat hog and also the heater buddy. It allows you to take this fan that is powered by the heat from the heater. There's no batteries in this thing, there's no electricity. It just takes the heat, the rising heat from the heater, and transfers it through these vents. And once it gets hot, then it'll start spinning. And literally it only takes just a couple minutes to get it hot enough to spin. And you can see there's vents right there, and that's where that heat comes through. And right here in the front, there's vents right there. And the way that it attaches is very simple. It just hooks on to these little vents right there in the housing of both heaters. And so it takes literally just a second to hook both of them in place, just like that. And then you can see there's a groove on this side, a groove on this side, and then a stop right here on the end. And you just take, and you can adjust it forward, middle, more backwards, just to get it, in the right spot that you want it to be in. And so it only takes, like I said, just a couple minutes to heat that fan up to where it'll start spinning. And literally you can see, this one here is just going to town spinning. And if you're wondering why that's important, let's say your power's off, you're trying to heat a bedroom or something, everybody knows hot air rises, and so most of your air is just going to go straight up to the ceiling. Well, with this, it helps blow it out throughout the room and helps circulate it. And so it's just more efficient. I've used these things on wood stoves for years. They work great. And so I just think that it's an awesome product to have, and it works really well. But they've got a bunch of other attachments, and I'm going to show you, so stay tuned. Check this out. This is the portable heater warmer plate, and this is the one that fits the heater buddy. And they've got all different accessories for a lot of these heaters. So if you want one to fit the heat hog or one of the other heaters, I'm sure that they are in the works. If they don't have it on their website, I reach out to them and ask them. But yeah, they've got a lot of different accessories on there, and I just thought this was cool. Let's say you're out fishing or hunting or something, warm up your cup of coffee. This is just very easy to do that. And the way that it fits in there, it lays up against the inner portion of the heater right in there. And then you would think, oh, that tilts up too much. Well, they did that intentional. So when you do put some weight on it, that it got a little notch right here. And so it fits on that little bar on the front. And so it holds your cup of coffee. And this is just a small cup. It's set up for even the larger ones as well. This thing is really neat, just to be able to heat your coffee up, or let's say you're out camping or you're in a survival situation, you need to boil some water. That'd be quick and easy. I thought that was a really cool product, and I've got more for you, so stay tuned, guys. We've got a product that just makes life a little bit easier if you hang your heater hog or your buddy heaters up on the wall, let's say in the deer blind or in a shed or just wherever you want to hang these things up. As well as I do, they're kind of a pain in the butt to hang up. Well, you do already have here on the heat hog a little slotted hole where you can put a screw on each side or a nail on each side and try to line it up. But if you've done this before, that's a pain in the butt trying to pull that on and off. You've got to pull it on and off a lot to change the bottles out, or to be able to get to the hose where you can use the 20-pound tanks and all that. And so HERC Outdoors has made this little bracket here. The way that this works is there's like a little V groove right here on each side, and you just take and hook it in there on that side, hook it on this side, and then you can mount it. And when it's time to take it on and off, you just raise up and pull it away, and you don't have to fight the nail on both sides or the screws on both sides trying to get it lined up. This is perfectly lined up for you, so it goes on and off the wall easier, and it just makes life easier. All right, so I just wanted to show you my favorite product that HERC makes. This is the cooker plate for the little buddy heater, and I just wanted to show you the packaging. So if you do plan on giving this to somebody for a Christmas gift, it is professional package. So this here is the buddy heater cooker plate, and it fits in the little vents here just like all the rest of the accessories. And then once you get it fit down in there, you'll notice that it does have an upward slant right here, and the reason they did that is so when you get your pan on there with your food on there, it's gonna weigh it down just a little bit and it'll get it closer to level. And so I can't wait to use this thing. I've been thinking about the video all day and been excited about it because I get to do cooking with Matt today. So you guys are going to see me do a little cooking on here, and I'm just going to test it out. I've never used it. I'm excited about this product, and so I thought, man, this would be awesome just to have around the house. You know, if the power goes out and you ain't got no way to cook, a lot of times you don't want to have to pull out a Coleman stove just to cook, you know, something simple. You know, it's all going to be cooked on a frying pan anyways. So, you know, for me, I just want simplicity, and I thought this would be awesome for that. And so, you know, I've got just a little 8-inch Calphalon pan here, and it seems to fit right on top of the little plate there. And I'm gonna cook an egg for you guys, but before I do all that, I'm gonna grease the pan because it is stainless steel. I don't think I've ever even cooked on this little thing. And I'm gonna get it up to temperature and all that, and then we're gonna crack an egg and make like a fried egg sandwich with some cheese, and we'll see how it turns out. I just wanted to show you one last thing though before we get started. Right here it shows where that lightning bolt is. It says hot spot, so that's going to be like your main hot spot for your pan. So I would try to keep my pan centered, you know, a little more right there, and that way, you know, you're gonna get the best heat transfer. So we'll test that out as well. All right, so I've got an infrared thermometer. I just wanted to test and see how hot this thing gets. I've got it on setting 2, so this is my buddy. It's max. And so anyways, I've been playing around with it, been getting 150, 160, and you know, it's only been on for just a couple minutes. Right there where that red dot is, it's 174. 155, 179, 169, so 185 right there on the edge, 194, 210, 221, 227. So, you know, you just have to kind of play around with the movement of the pan and all that. But I'm gonna go ahead and put a little more butter on there just so this egg don't stick. Let's hope I can crack an egg and not make a dang mess. Oh no, that turned out good. Now, it did slope to the back here, and that's fine. Let me get well, I'll wipe it on the old pants. We're roughnecking it here tonight, guys. So you can see right there, what I do is I just take and I'm gonna make a fried egg. That's the way I like mine. I'm not a big egg fan, but my mother used to cook me fried eggs when I was little. We didn't have, you know, a whole lot of money, so we ate whatever mama cooked. Another minute or two and it'll be ready to flip. And I'm weird when it comes to my eggs. I like my fried eggs very well done. I don't like to see any of that yolk in there running. It just grosses me out. And I know some of you are gonna say, yeah, you're missing out. I like my steaks rare, but I don't like my eggs rare. But I know this video is going to take a few minutes. It's going to be a little long-winded, but I just wanted to show you that it is, you know, really doing a good job cooking it. You can see right there it's boiling out the side. I think it's about ready here. Salt it up. Anyways, I think I'm just going to go ahead and set my cheese on there and let it melt a little bit. And then I'm gonna go a step further and I'm gonna toast the bread as well. I've already got mayonnaise on the bread, and I've got a little butter on the outside of one of the buns that I'm gonna toast. You can see that cheese is already starting to bubble up right in there. I'm gonna go ahead and there's the mayonnaise side and there's the butter side. I'm gonna drop the butter side down, leave the mayonnaise side up. And that cheese, I can see it starting to melt out the corner of that sandwich, and hopefully we can get this thing flipped. There we go. Didn't make too big of a mess. All right, guys, so here we go. It's just been a couple more minutes, and you can see the toast on that bread looks amazing. And I was sitting here cooking this thing, and I had already asked my girlfriend before we started this video. I said, now, do you want me to cook you one? Oh, no, I'm not hungry. And about just like a minute or two ago, I said, that looks good, doesn't it? I said, you want some? Yeah. So we're going to be eating an egg sandwich, or splitting an egg sandwich, because I'm not cooking another one. at 11:15 at night while making a video. But you can see, look at that toast there on top. The eggs well done. The cheese is all running off the side there. But before I go ahead and end the video and, you know, I eat my sandwich there, I just wanted to show you guys. Right there in the middle, it's 267 degrees, 268. It says 258 right there, but it was 268. 249 around the edges, 259, 264, 281. That's the hottest I've seen it. But man, I mean, literally, you can cook about anything on there if you want. But it did good. And you can see right here, you know, it didn't harm this at all. You know, this is stainless steel, the same as this pan. So, you know, that's good quality. All the little accessories that HERC Outdoors makes, it's all stainless. And they make good products, guys. And they're inexpensive. So check them out. Check them out. I promise you'll be impressed. All right, guys, so here we go. Let's go taste it and see how it turned out. Oh my God. That's really good. I hadn't had an egg sandwich in a long time. So I'm telling you guys, this will be a good product to have if you're a prepper. And, you know, you can cook anything on that. I mean, I was sitting here thinking about it. You don't have to cook sandwiches or burritos or things like that on there. You know, throw it in the pan. You could cook sausage and bacon. Hell, you cook pancakes on it. I mean, anything you would cook on a stove, I mean, you could cook on this. It was able to heat that whole 8-inch pan, no problem. And so I was very impressed with the way that it cooked. And you seen it was able to brown the bread and all that. But anyways, very impressed with the HERC products. And there's a bunch more on their website. I'll put their link for their website down below so you guys can check that out. And you'll see once you get on their website, they've got products for other stuff as well. ATVs, UTVs, OHVs, RVs and campers, marine application, snowmobiles, motorcycles, and then the portable heater accessories. So they're into all different types of stuff. So I'll put their website down below. And then for the different products, you can buy it off their website. And then I'll also put like my Amazon affiliate listings in there as well if you want to get it from Amazon. So anyways, I sure appreciate you guys sticking around and watching this video. Hope it was helpful, and I hope it showed these products off for you because they are really nice. And again, you know, on this cooktop here, like I said, all the little attachments for the heaters, they're all made out of stainless steel. So like on this here, let's say I wanted to take and lay some tortillas across the top of this, you know, the attachment there, you could. It's steel. You can, you know, that's what the pan is made out of, is stainless steel. So you could, you know, use this just to warm stuff up. You could set biscuits on there and warm them up, or pancakes. You're just right on that little grate. And, you know, obviously you're going to have to watch them because it's going to get a lot more heat because you're not having to cook through that pan. But that'd be a good way to warm up some microwavable burritos. Just make sure you flip them and get them warm enough. So I appreciate you watching, and check out HERC Outdoors. Back to my egg sandwich. See ya.